Okay. I have two small tokens in my bag, and I'm giving you the opportunity to choose. Would you like to have it first or second? You would like me to give it to you first or second? You want to get the first one? And you will get the second one. Okay. Are you happy with your choice? Huh? You're happy with your choice? Okay, that's good. This morning our story is about choices and making choices. Well, at least Dylan was happy with the choice he made. He chose first and he was happy. But this morning we're going to learn about two boys who had a choice, and when the choice was made, one of them was not very happy. The two boys, John and Brent. Now they were going on a family trip. Let me see the hands of those boys and girls who love to go on family trips. Yes, John and Brent, they were going on a family trip with their mom and dad. And they were going for days. The trip would take them like about 5 days on the road. But before they left home, mom and dad told them all the fun and exciting things that they were going to do on the trip. But dad called them together and he gave them their spending money. He said, this, I'm giving you each your spending money, and this is all the money you're going to have for that trip. I'm not going to give you any more money. John, they took the money. John, they were quite excited that they can have their very own money to spend, to use on anything that they wanted. First, John took his money and he put it in his pockets. He was quite excited. He just loved the feel of the money in his pocket. Brent decided, I do not want to lose my money at all, so I'm going to give it to mom, and mom will keep it until I need to spend it. And they're on the trip, on the road. The first stop they made, mom stopped by at a quick shop where they can get a few drinks. As they went in, they saw all nice stuff, cookies and candies, and they were quite excited. But they said, anyway, we're not very hungry, and no one decided to purchase anything. A day passed and they stopped by a favorite superstore that they sold toys and little gadgets and stuff like travel games, small games that you can play on to pass the time away when you're traveling. And as they went in, John saw, he was attracted to this game. A lovely game. He remembered he saw it advertising on the television. It's a game with marbles when you can shoot the marbles and they go all around, and he was quite excited. His brother was on the other side and he's calling him, and he didn't even hear him because he was so excited about this game. When he went, finally Brent went to his brother, John, are you going to get that game? He said, I think so, but it's going to take a lot of my money. He said, are you sure you really want to spend all your money on that game? He said, yes, it's quite exciting. We're going to play with it together. So, sure enough, he went up to the cashier and he paid for his game. Now, they went back into the car, and as they were traveling, he was quite excited. As a matter of fact, he forgot his brother Brent was even there, because as he got to learn to play with this game, and he kept on playing for a day or two without getting bored. But do you know what happens with children? After a while, they get bored with the same thing. However, as he was playing it one day, there's a trigger on the game that you snap it back and it pushed the marbles. And guess what happened? The trigger broke off. And as it broke off, the game was not fun anymore because the marbles couldn't go anywhere. So it wasn't fun for John anymore. And he put the toy away. The next day they were going to this favorite park that they spoke about. There was a park where the men before they carried the mail, and it was a Pony Express. And as they went there, they saw lovely things. And there was this beautiful glass case, and in this glass case, they were belted with buckles, just as the horse riders used long ago. Nice big buckles. And they were all excited. Brent said, that's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get one of those buckles. And John said, wow, I need one of those buckles too. When he looked in his pocket, he only pulled out a few coins. He said, my goodness, I do not have enough money to purchase a buckle. So Brent went up to the cashier He purchased his buckle. He said, but I think that's going to get that for me. So John took it with him and he stood by the cashier. The cashier said, so can I help you, son? He said, I have to go get my dad. He went to his dad. Dad, would you be able to purchase this buckle the same as Brent? Dad said, but where is the money at? You're spending money. He said, well, I used it on the game. Dad said, he pulled him aside. He said, remember, I told you that was all your spending money, so you wouldn't be able to get any more. And so Brent paid for his toy, and guess what? John couldn't get a buckle at all because he used his money on the game. And he said, oh my goodness, that stupid game. He spent his money on that stupid game and now he cannot get the nice buckle as his brother. But his dad and mom told him, we cannot give you any more money because, as we explained to you before, that was all your spending money. You had a choice and you should have known that you can wait until we travel through and then make a right choice. So boys and girls, this morning is all about choices. And there are times when we have to make choices and we need to work with our parents, but also try to make the right choices at school. So sometimes, you know, you're at school and your friends might want to do something and you know your mom said, I shouldn't do it. What you should do, make a choice not to do it. So just like John, he went away that day with tears in his eyes. But you know what? He learned a lesson that day that he needs to always make the right choices.
Amen. Amen.